welcome back to Latitude 41. I'm Chef Tony Miller. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of something with our KitchenAid. You know, I go to people's houses, I see these sitting on the counter, and I always ask people, what do you do with them? And they go, not really much of anything. So today we're going to kind of show you a little bit of how to use your KitchenAid, a couple of different things you can do with the grinder attachment and the pasta attachment. We're going to make a spring lamb and goat cheese agnolotti with spring peas, young garlic, and mushrooms with a light tomato broth. Okay? So, what we're going to do right now is we've got our grinder attachment in. We're going to take some of this lamb. It's a lamb shank that we braised. If you remember one of the previous podcasts, we did a braised beef short rib. This here is basically the same thing except it's lamb, and we just pulled it, separated it out, and we're going to grind it down here in the KitchenAid. Okay, so let's turn this on to 2. We're going to take this and drop it in here. What we're looking for is just a basically coarse grind. You want to press that through. And you notice how it comes out nice and coarsely ground. Okay, and that's it. So we've taken our lamb, we've ground it down a little bit. To this we're going to add a little bit of olive oil, some of our goat cheese, and about maybe 2 tablespoons of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. Take that now, we're going to mix it through. We're going to add a little bit of chives to this, and a little bit of salt. And that's basically it for the filling. Okay, and what we do with this, we take it, put it into a piping bag, and that way we can pipe it right into the pasta. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to take this attachment off, and we're going to add our pasta sheeter attachment. So we're going to take this, and I've got a great pasta dough that we made earlier. This is a great egg pasta that we've made. You'll be able to find the recipe for it on the Latitude 41 site or Columbus Underground. It's very simply just eggs, flour, olive oil, salt, and water. So we're going to take a small bit of this, break that off. We're going to take our dough ball, we're going to put down a little bit of flour, and kind of work this a little bit, put a little bit of flour on it so that it doesn't stick when it comes out. Okay? Turn on our trusty KitchenAid to 2 again. And you want this on the largest setting possible, which is 1. We're going to roll this through a couple of times until we get down to the 6th setting. Traditionally in Italy, you want the pasta just thin enough where you can see barely through it. Now, as you can see, the pasta comes out nice and even. It's got a great color to it. It's got a great smooth texture. So what we're going to do is we're going to trim this off and then cut it in half. Set these up side by side, and we're going to take our lamb stuffing and pipe little balls of it onto the pasta. Now from here, what we're going to do is fold the pasta over on itself. And because the pasta is really supple and freshly made, you don't really need egg wash or anything to hold it together. You just need to press it over, run your fingers around the outside of it, and kind of press it down so it sticks together. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our ring cutters. We use a 30mm cutter and a 40mm cutter. 30mm we take and we're just going to press it around the edge to set the shape of it and to really seal that edge closed. So when we cut it with the fluted side, it's got a nice decorative edge, but it'll stay nice and closed while you cook your pasta. And the final thing you want to do with the pasta is take these edges and press them so that you have one single layer of pasta. What we're going to do now, starting with a cool pan, we're going to add our olive oil and about a half a clove of minced garlic. We're going to add our young garlic shoots to that. This is a great little garlicky, almost like a chive kind of flavor. To this we're going to add some of our mushrooms. and some spring peas. Go from there and just let it saute up a little bit. At this point, we're going to take our pasta and add it into some boiling water, a little bit of olive oil and salt in it. Because it's fresh pasta, it only takes about a minute, maybe 90 seconds to cook. Once it starts to float, it's just about done. Okay? Got that nice smell of the mushrooms, the peas, the garlic. We're going to add to this now a little bit of tomato paste that we've made here in the restaurant, a little bit of white wine, and a touch of butter. We're going to swirl this to mix. And because of the tomato, the butter, the wine, all of it's going to emulsify, and it's going to make a great light sauce to go over the pasta. Okay? Add just a little bit of Parmesan cheese to that. A little bit of fresh chives. Our pasta's ready. We're going to add that right into the sauce. Toss it through. Now we're going to take this and go to the bowl with it. Okay, so we want to take our pasta, put that great looking pasta right there on the bottom of the bowl. We're going to go over the top with some of the sauce, vegetables, spring lamb and goat cheese agnolotti with young garlic shoots, mushrooms, spring peas, and a light tomato sauce. Again, you can find this recipe at latitude41.com or Columbus Underground. Thanks for joining us this time, and we'll see you soon.